moment is here, you can stop your search. It's Comics by Perch.
Hey everybody, this is Perch, and it's new comics out today, and we're looking at Wonder Woman Historia. Now this is by Kelly Sue DeConnick, Phil Jimenez, and this comic actually was introduced several years ago. This was one of the first titles that they actually promoted as part of Black Label. It's just coming out much later. I mean, it was so long ago. Game of Thrones was really popular back then. This was before, of course, that ending pissed everybody off. But I don't know if you still remember Game of Thrones. It's this show that old people remember, where there was these houses, and the houses all wanted control of the Iron Throne, which was a super uncomfortable chair. And then one of the houses that seemed to be kind of on the outs, they were kind of their living conditions seemed kind of shabby. But then the woman there gets some dragons and uses it to just kind of, create some dominance. But of course, she goes crazy and burns down the whole town. And this dude has to kill her and then go back to the wall. It's a whole thing. Anyway, people got really excited about it. This idea of kind of houses and warring factions. That was what was popular when this book was kind of first conceived. But for whatever reason, it took a very long time to get to market. But it's 2021 now. And Wonder Woman Historia, the Amazons. And this comic... Again, it kicks right off with a number of goddesses, which will come to represent houses of different factions on the island of Themyscira. But we meet Hestia and Artemis and Demeter and Hecate and Aphrodite and Athena, and they're all rendered. The art by Phil Jimenez is very pretty here. The coloring is a little garish. It looks like somebody pumped up the contrast, maybe a little bit too much. Like this is kind of the opposite Snyder cut. It's got a lot of things. But anyway, and then there's Hera as well, and Hera sees with 1,000 eyes. She is your queen bitch, your sin eater, says the comic. So we're getting right into some really classic Greek storytelling by Kelly Sue DeConnick. So anyway, she loves you beyond reckoning, for you all belong to her. And then we see a bunch of pots and then more pots. And that's kind of exciting to see all these pots of things.
What comic books are you reading?
And this gets her angry that she sees all these pots. So she goes basically to Olympus to talk to Zeus. And Zeus is just kind of chilling out with some of the other gods. They're having some bro time, basically here. And she goes to present her grievances with the other goddesses. And Zeus immediately just starts mansplaining to her about if she's a bird or a goddess or what. And then there's some commentary on clothing there. And they kind of bitch at each other back and forth. And finally, Zeus is like, well, I'm bored of this game. And so what do you have going? What is on your mind? And basically, Hera says she's sick of men. Psycho. And Zeus is like, all right, well, we can just flood everything and start all over. And then they clarify, the goddesses clarify, we're not sick of mankind. We're sick of men. Can you please kill off all the men? And Zeus is like, man, somebody was reading Bitch Planet, huh? And then they get into a little debate about sex work and how sex work is bad, that women must prostitute themselves and when they don't want to, and then they whore themselves to many in order to have the privilege to whore themselves to one. So I was complaining, like, whatever happened to Bitch Planet? Well, it migrated over here is what happened. So anyway, they argue back and forth for a while, and then there's some more fighting, and they kind of talk, they debate for a little bit more, and then they get kind of some level of victory here, and then some other stuff happens, and there's some colors. I mean, the art's nice. It's very detailed. I mean, there's some good stuff here. You can look at it and go, wow, this is a lot of stuff on this page. A lot of good-looking characters here, and they're doing stuff. They're doing a lot of stuff. Anyway, somewhere along the lines, over in another comic, Superman is actually on Warworld, and it looks like he gets stabbed right in the gut. So he may be dead. That's what's going on in Superman. And then there's this backup story with the Martian Manhunter, where we learn that he's got a cat that he's named Double Stuff. Which I mean, it's just me. It sounds somewhat sexual. I don't know. Maybe my head's in the wrong place. But anyway, he feeds his cat and then himself, and then some other stuff happens, and so that kind of goes on. I don't know. Over in the X-Men world, they found out new ways to make the data sheet super annoying by actually making the text go around in a circle with some poetic stuff. Consciousness comes first, fleeting wisps of memories, the sight of a fat moon dipping decadently low over the horizon, a glint of teeth and a lazy smile, then seeing some other stuff and blinking against the light, and
This is the bad place.
yeah, and then there's old Wanda and then younger Wanda. They're all kind of hanging out here together on the island, and then there's some icons that somebody made for this comic here, and then I was looking at just kind of checking out the Arby's menu. The Arby's menu. I mean, have you ever read the ingredients on this stuff? I mean, you've got like some of this stuff is pretty crazy. Like you see it at first, it doesn't look so bad. The smokehouse brisket has smoked brisket. Okay, smoky Q sauce, mayonnaise, Gouda cheese, crispy onions, star-cut bun. That's cool. But then you get a little further into here, and it's like, what's in here? And I can't help but notice that almost everything on this Arby menu, from the American cheese to the Angus beef, in all caps, like the Angus beef, black Angus beef, water, sea salt, raw sugar, sodium phosphate, yeast extract, coated with black pepper, caramel color, salt, dextrose, onion powder, spices, garlic powder, citric acid, hydrolyzed soy protein. Wait a minute, soy, spice extracts, and then in all caps, contains soy. So, all these people have been talking about, real men eat the meat. I mean, do you realize you like toss around that soy word all the time? But then I look at all this Arby's stuff, and like most of the stuff on here contains soy. You're even like the curly fries. In fairness, the curly fries does not contain soy. So there you go. It contains a lot of other crap, though. I mean, you're putting this stuff into your body. That's all I'm saying. Oh, wait a minute. I was reviewing Wonder Woman. I don't know. Baby gets born, and there's some other stuff that goes on here, and then she's swimming because who doesn't like a good swim? And the art is pretty here. Like this one where a Wonder Woman's like running, and then it's kind of disintegrating. She's been just running so fast, and she ran right into kind of Man's World, and Man's World sucks. And there's blood, and there's some goddesses here, and she got some crazy looking horse with some bone armor. I don't know if that's really going to work. And then it threatens us with a sequel. Or I guess a book 2. So there's book 2 will come in spring of 2022.
Or so the Germans would have us believe.
Which is, I just hope there's more episodes of Game of Thrones out, because otherwise, big parts of the plot of this book are going to be in trouble. If there's not, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some new. Maybe in book 2 it can borrow from, I don't know, The Magnificent Ms. Maisel, or is that Wheel of Time show over on Amazon any good? Like, is anybody watching that? I don't know. I haven't heard good things, so I don't know. Doesn't really strike me as very exciting. Always looking for something good to watch. Went through Super Crooks. That was quite a lot of fun, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that quite good. I found myself just sitting there watching episode after. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm reviewing Wonder Woman. I mean, the book came out, so. It's pretty. It's very pretty to look at. Phil Jimenez did some good work here. Again, the contrast is way too high on the color. They need to bring in Zack Snyder here to calm this one down just a little bit. But some pretty looking art. You'll make some good. I mean, I was gonna say make some good posters, and some of this stuff will, but other stuff. I mean, anyway, everybody looks very angry in this book. There's not a lot of happy people. We get Happy Zeus at the beginning. He's kind of happy until finally he's like, ah, God. More of this shit. Anyway, I guess they want to kill all the men because the men are bad. I think that the message in this book are the men are bad, and the gods are doing God stuff, and the goddesses are doing God stuff, and they do some things, because they've got their different. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the comic. It's pretty to look at, ish. I mean, it's good art. You can't knock the art. And as a sequel to Bitch Planet, I mean, it's solid, okay. And yeah. I mean, this comic was more expensive, so I hope you liked it. It was. Thanks for listening.
If we had more time, I would talk to you about manga.